coming to our event. My name is Myung-Soo Song. I'm the CEO of the PEN-CTA. First of all, really appreciate your participation on this event. PEN-CTA is a South Korea-based early stage startup investor, but at the same time, we do provide advisory for the startups, supporting them going to the global market and also introducing global startups to South Korea. So we prepared this event, for giving a chance for the startups to connect to the investors in New York City, and then also other the government advisory, and also for the professional like the law side, PwC and please.
Catherine Benview, Senior Director of the International Business Attraction at the Washington, D.C. Economic Partnership.
As a member of the Soft Landing Program, you're getting access to 3 of our chambers of commerce, the D.C. Chamber, the Greater Washington Black Chamber of Commerce, and the Greater Washington Hispanic Chamber of Commerce for free for a year. We're connecting you with networking opportunities. We are giving you media opportunities.
What I want to kind of talk about is I think our region as Washington, D.C. really has a reputation for being very governmenty, which is true. Government is huge. Government is a big deal. And what happens with the U.S. government really impacts everyone globally, but there's also so much more. There's so much private industry. Highlighting some of the higher education and national and regional headquarters that are located in Arlington.
So Select Florida is actually the state of Florida's International Trade and Commerce Agency. So we're kind of like a public-private agency that serves the Florida Department of Commerce. We focus on recruiting foreign-owned companies into the state as well as supporting our Florida exporters. You might know the Space Coast, Cape Canaveral, where NASA and SpaceX have their launches going out of. That is one of our major target industry sectors. The innovation in our healthcare system and what we have in the state is excellent infrastructure for healthcare startups and digital technology companies.
In fact, we're the only firm that I think historically started here in New York City. Most of the other startup and emerging company and venture capital firms originated in Silicon Valley and eventually moved out here to the east. We were kind of the inverse, where we started here in New York and moved out west, and I think that makes us pretty unique here because we're really devoted to the local ecosystem here in New York.
Folks often face is really that acclimation period. Do business in a new place, but you're also moving to a new place for the first time.
Doing the appropriate amount of research, finding the right partners, talking to the right folks, being adaptable, being flexible, making sure you've done that research, and also being open to changes. If maybe your marketing strategy has to be changed compared to what you were doing before.
The founding team, even though they dealt with that, was that next ring of hires to be able to...
Very quickly here, we partner with, our mission is simple, to make airspace as intelligent and secure and accountable as the aircraft that operates within it.
Mushroom and the mycelium consumes less resources, only 45 days to produce as this beautiful shape of mushroom coin type.
And finally goes to die within 3 to 5 years if there's no lung transplant.
And that's why we developed the Dermafen, the muscle retention cream, for prevent your muscle loss.
Every year, leaks in filters cause over $23 billion in the global losses.
Driving a flying car, and mothers were totally shocked. This headline might not be fiction next year. Our sensors can acquire some physical data. It's a predictive maintenance solution for preventing accidents.
Build water. So this is actually not that important to you, not just to you, but to many. But this NRW is so important to water utilities. Why? Because they are the ones that make money by selling water. So water loss is not just the water loss, actually it is money loss. All the operational costs, because we don't need to dig any trenches for installation.
But I guess less than 5% of you have invested in the art content.